So hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to continue our lesson on space exploration. So previously we studied about the history of our satellite. So we can see from the 11th century, then we have the telescope. Then Russia sent the first person to the space. After that, of course, followed by US, because US feel that they cannot lose to other people, and that's why they sent Neil Armstrong to the moon, and there's a footprint. The reason they put a footprint here because in the moon there is no wind. There is no wind like the Earth. So when you put a footprint on the moon, I think it will last for maybe billion years because there's no wind. So when you step on the moon, it will be forever at that. And it's more and dust lah, like you see how you step on the beach. It's quite deep, So because I think that the suit is heavy, but your gravity is divided by 6 when you're on the moon. And you can see how it steps so deep means the moon is more on dust and all the small particle that you can stand on. Then after that we have see the first Jupiter flyby US pioneer go to see I think this is the space probe. Then we got space shuttle. The space shuttle is more different than rocket because space shuttle can go and then to a certain extent it can come back down. Not like rocket you go up means you cannot come down. Not like now lah. Now rocket can go up and come down, but last time the rocket can go up only. Okay, when it come down, it is in the terms of a capsule. So of course they create space shuttle so that it will save money because it can go and come back many times like an airplane. And of course Elon Musk also make the rocket that can go and come back. Or one of the main reasons is to save money. Correct? You want to save money, you want to go and you want to come back, then you can save a lot of money. If not, when you every time when you see the rocket go up, it will boom 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 爆炸 then the thing will just throw away. Okay, then we have the first flyby to then go on to the Hubble telescope that we already mentioned, Miasat. Then we got Tiong-Sat-1 launch, okay, the first microsatellite. Then we have the National Space Agency. Then we have the ISS, which is the International Space Station 2011. Then in the future, maybe I think it will be I don't know lah, maybe let's say 2021. I don't know lah, Elon Musk. I see in the Facebook say he want to create a hotel in the space. So maybe here there's a hotel in the space or tourism in the space. I'm not sure, but I think it's possible, and rich people is going to pay money to go to the space and enjoy. But I think everyone also let people go first. Later, the first person that go will die because very dangerous. Correct? When you go up, it's very dangerous. Application technology in space exploration and their importance. So how is it important? Okay, so we can see here the astronomical sextant is used to measure the altitude of the star. Means measure the distance the distance, the how high is the star. And after that we have Galileo telescope became the most widely. So Galileo actually made a telescope. What is Galileo doing? Galileo is the person that say this one. It's not the first actually the first person that say this one is Galileo also is the first person that say where's the the earth revolves around the sun. Okay, last time people think that the sun round the earth and then after that Galileo is the one that say the earth round the sun. And you can see this one is 1473. Let's see Galileo is what date. Here I see here got say or not. Here didn't say. So Galileo is discovered the telescope in 1609. So this one is the first person that discovered Earth revolves the sun, then Galileo noticed it. Then Galileo also say the Earth revolves the sun because he say by looking at the star he can know the position of the planet, and by looking at the star then he say the Earth revolves around the sun. Of course people don't like him, people don't like Galileo. You don't know why Galileo, because you you say you are against us. We teach that the sun move around the earth, but you say the earth revolve the sun. So they catch him and push him into jail, and he is under house arrest lah, means the house is the jail, because he say so many things that against the religion that time. That time I think is the Christianity or Catholic religion lah. So they say you talk and you say the thing that is against God. So they put him into jail, into house arrest until the day he died. So until the day he died, he also he also spent his time in the house and do his study and so on. Then now if you say the earth move around the sun, no, people put you into jail. We are thankful for scientists like them that help us to create the knowledge. Hubble telescope, okay, was placed around the earth. So this is the telescope. And Stringent Space Telescope detect distant variety in space. Then we also have the radio telescope used to detect the radio wave from the space. So it's very good. We have the Hubble Space Telescope that we can look into the space in the further part. It's mentioned that one day they test the Hubble telescope, that they say they don't want to see anything. They just want to see a black color thing, like the darkest part in the universe. So after if you know camera setting, like how much light can go in, so he used this telescope to see the most blackest part in the universe, and he put there for how many hours? 8 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, I forgot. After the image is produced, he can see many stars. Means even the darkest place in the universe, there will be many stars. See how you know lah, when I'm talking about camera, but because with our eye we cannot see so many stars. But if I use the camera, I put there for 1 hour, and then when I see the picture, wow, so beautiful, because the picture got many stars, like in the Disneyland. But in your eye, by your human eye, you can never see. Yeah, so the picture will be something like this. Like our human eye, we cannot see the star. You want to see this star, yeah, by human eye you cannot see like this. I think this one it could be our Milky Way, the white color part, and we cannot see. But if I put a camera and I wait there for very long, then I can see. So what happened is they use this Hubble telescope to see, let's say this part, the most black part at here, the most black part, and wait for 8 hours and see what happened. And what happened is after 8 hours he can see many stars. So this shows that was say that actually the number of stars is more than the number of sand on the earth. Even the number of sand on beaches all add together, the star is more than the sand. So I don't know, but it will be a lot, because even the darkest place in the universe got a lot of stars. But of course nowadays it's very high tech Nowadays they use a lot of telescope from the earth that can combine, they can use all this to combine. Where's the telescope? Here don't have the telescope picture. The telescope that is like a dome, something like this but it's a telescope that you can see. And because sometimes rain you cannot see the star, sometimes rain, sometimes got cloud, you cannot see the star. So they use all the earth telescope and look at the thing, and then after that they take all the picture and they combine together and to see the picture. So by doing this you can see even a further object, and the object is more clear because you use all the earth telescope to just see one thing. So if this part rain also never mind, other part still can see the star and the sky. So it's a collaboration of many countries, and after that they see I think in what year, a few years ago, they managed to see black hole. Okay, they put all the telescope together, and they look at the black hole. They want to see the real black hole. Even black hole uh, cannot be seen, but actually black hole you can look at it, because it will be a round circle where all the light that come from behind will you can see that it will come to the curve to the side, so you will see a round light when you see the black hole. But you can Google it lah, and see the real picture of a black hole. Okay, so after that we have a rocket, and there's a great improvement of rocket. Okay, and so on. Satellite. So the first satellite is Sputnik 1. Okay, went to the outer in 1957. So of course, if you go and find out in the internet, there are around 287 satellite. It's remarkable how human can even go up to space. How many satellites are orbiting around the Earth today? Okay, so which country has the largest number of satellites? So it will be United States, US. Okay, United States that do a lot. Of course, they do a lot of tender marketing, invest money into it, and there's only NASA. Okay, you know NASA lah. NASA is the one that do for the space. Then now America invest on NASA, but Elon Musk say I want to do rocket, so he win. So this one lose. Tesla win already, because Tesla say he managed to win the government don't know what tender money to build the rocket. Very good. I think also due to power lah. You want to show your country got power, so you do all these things. Space probe, okay, you know already lah. Space probe is not for people to sit inside one. Okay, you just want to put it into the space, and to carry camera, remote sensing, radio transmitter, and so on. So this is a space probe. You don't sit at here lah. If you want to sit at here, then we call it rocket. Okay, space probe is you go to other people, go to other place. Remote sensing. Okay, so of course remote sensing, we can detect a lot of things. For example, like to get all the picture. Okay, so you can see here, do what? Here say to obtain for the agriculture development, for geology to see the mineral, disaster management, and defense, the satellite. So this is the thing that a picture of the pendulum movement, so you can see the cloud. Tomorrow got rain, or tomorrow no rain. Quite accurate, not like my last time. Every time say tomorrow rain but not rain. Now I download Google weather. If tomorrow he say rain, usually tomorrow will rain. Why I want to see the app? Because I got 晒衣服. Okay, sometimes raining, I want to keep all the clothes back into my house, so I want to calculate thing. Name the first technological device used in space exploration. Okay, so the first technological device is the we can see here is the this is the first one, astronomical sextant. Is used to measure the altitude of the star. Then we have telescope. So basically all these things is the space telescope lah. Is the, because I cannot give wrong lah, because this one also is correct. But is the telescope that contribute to the technology. Okay, and the telescope is the astronomical sextant. Okay, so I put here telescope. Figure 1, what is the discovery and what is help? So we can see discovery in this one. So what is a discovery, and what is a help? Okay, so what is a discovery? Of course, discovery is a name lah, not Discovery Channel from the what? What is discovery? So discovery is the space shuttle. Okay, the space shuttle. So what do you mean by space shuttle? Space shuttle is the like a aero, you can see here like aeroplane, but this aeroplane don't fly at the on the earth, but this aeroplane, it can come down to the earth. Okay, so it can go up and it can come down. This head you need to throw away. When you go up, it will boom 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 boom, and then it will separate from the space shuttle, will separate from the head, and the head will throw away. So what is a head? So head is a rocket to send, either you say to send discovery or to send space shuttle, rocket to send space shuttle to space. Okay, it's a rocket to send the space shuttle. Of course, I think the time he write this book, the rocket haven't go up and come down yet. Okay, so that's why they say rocket to send space shuttle to Earth. But of course, they didn't put it in the book because the technology is new. Secondly, I'm not sure whether they got put people inside or not. I think they haven't put people inside. Did they put people inside? I think they haven't put people inside. Okay, it's a experiment. Later you put people inside, later you know sometimes the thing will explode. So now they are just putting the rocket computer go inside and come out, and they need to do many tests until it is safe. Then only you put people inside. If not, later you put people inside, then something happen, people die. Usually a lot of people also die. I think 30%. 30% of chances that you will die if you sit on the rocket. So you think that maybe he think that I'm the astronomer, I control the rocket, but actually the rocket is controlling you. When you go up, you cannot say I want go left, I want go right. You go up means you just follow, and anything bad happen, there are not much thing like car, you can turn left, turn right. When you go up, die, boom, means there's not much thing that you can do. So why they need to put a head? Why? What fuel? The fuel to use for the rocket. So last time the fuel is they are using. The problem is they cannot fly thing into the space because there are no oxygen. Correct or not? So when you go to the space, you can see fire. Woo, where got fire? Space also no oxygen. How to get the fire? If space no oxygen, how the rocket can put a fire to thrust the rocket? So basically there is no oxygen in the space, so you cannot make fire in the space because there's no oxygen. We know in order to make fire, we need to have the oxygen, we need to have the fuel, and we need to have the temperature. The three things that to make fire. So because the space don't have oxygen, they need to bring their oxygen. So that let's say like I want to find the diagram, but I cannot find. But let's say this is oxygen. So they need to bring the oxygen go up, and they also need to bring the hydrogen, because actually they are using hydrogen fuel. So they are not using the petrol they are not using the petrol, they are using hydrogen. Because if you mix hydrogen and oxygen, it will produce fire, a lot of explosion and fire. So this one, it will make you bring your fuel, then petrol, then you bring the oxygen, you go up, then you can make your own fire. Of course, if you do like this, the rocket will be very heavy, because at least car no need to bring oxygen, aeroplane also you don't need to bring oxygen, but for the rocket you need to bring oxygen. So the thing is very heavy, very very heavy. So when they fly up, finish already, you need to throw away, then it go up again, finish again, then it throw away, finish again, throw, because you want to make it light. If not, it will be too heavy for the rocket to go up. So it's a waste of money. A lot of money is wasted when one rocket, a lot of money will be used for one rocket to go up, because it will go up, then the thing will fall down, and it will go up, it will fall down, then the fall down thing will spoil. What happened in what Tesla do is he want to make the rocket go up, so he need to take the rocket and he need to plus the fuel at down here, the fuel, he's not using hydrogen fuel. So when it go up, this thing will come down, and then this one will put properly on Earth. It will not, usually last time is the rocket will then disappear, but this one it will go up and then it will put properly down, then this one come down will put. It's still under experiment under experiment, so it will cost a lot of money. One thing, because due to like this, it is almost impossible for human to fly very fast, because if you want to make something go faster, you need to use more oil, more hydrogen fuel or the rocket fuel. The more fuel you put, the heavier the rocket will get. So you cannot go to the speed, because sometimes I like to search, like if I go to the space, I always put fire behind, then the rocket will go fast. So if I got unlimited fire behind, so the rocket will go faster and faster and faster. But that is not the case, because the more the more thing you go up, you want to make more fire, means you need to take more fuel. The more fuel you take up means the slower it will produce. Maybe they can in the future use a nuclear rocket that is even better. Nuclear rocket, then you can use like unlimited fuel. Name the technology used to take aerial photograph. Okay, of course, to take aerial photography is like the area the certain place they want to take the picture. So of course, what technology you want to use this technology, remote sensing technology. So you can see here is the picture of the cloud and so on, that if you go Google Earth, you can see even your house, correct or not? You zoom, you can see your house rooftop. And this is also from a remote sensing technology. And let's look at the next question. What is the important, why you want to take photograph people? Is it like lawful? Like 你又没有问我，你就拍我的家的屋顶啊？ Like why is it important to get this photograph? Yeah, so why the important to take aerial photo during flood? This one is K-byte question You need to think, okay? So let's say to move the victim. Anything there are many answers you can write at here Many answers you can write in the terms like why you want to take picture during flood? Of course, I want to know where got rain or where got no rain. Then only I can ask the victim to go, or to predict many answers, or maybe to predict the place that got flood, to move the victim to a safer place. Anything many answers you can say, but it make sense as long as you say your answer it makes sense, then can already. Victim TIMS What is the role played by Malaysia Remote Sensing Agency, MACRES? Okay, what is the role played by Malaysia Remote Sensing Agency? What is the role of remote sensing agency? Of course, here already say remote sensing. When we talk about remote sensing, we are talking about remote sensing here. So we can see here, Tiong SAT to do what? Let's see here, got or not? To receive or detect ultraviolet or infrared light produced by object of the surface of the Earth. Means to send the object by checking the ultraviolet light and the infrared light, means probably the temperature of the light. The reason is the light got divided into many types, electromagnetic wave. I think we already studied this. Light, there are few types of electromagnetic wave. Okay, so it's to detect. Okay, of course, when we are talking about light, there are a lot of magnetic wave like microwave, radio wave, infrared, ultraviolet, many things. Okay, so here is able to sense ultraviolet light and infrared, and I cannot draw for you because it is something that we cannot see. maybe some alien can see lah, but we only can see a small part of the wave. We call it light. Okay, we call here light. Then of course there is something that called ultraviolet light, infrared light. I think I got study, we all got study before. And then maybe here there is a gamma ray, okay, gamma ray. And then down here got the maybe the the radio wave, and so on. So we human a lot some more like X-ray, something like that. So there are a lot of the ray, but we only can see light. Light is a very very tiny part, and many things that we cannot see, UV or what. But if you, I don't know lah, if we only need to use computer lah, it's impossible for human to see. So this thing actually can detect ultraviolet and infrared, right? It's a I think it's a higher frequency of the wave. But I cannot explain this because it is something that we cannot see, like explaining to a blind man what is color. You cannot explain like this is a red color to a blind man, because the blind forever cannot see, because he don't know what is light actually, because he's born blind, for example. Something like this, you will forever not able to see, but it is there when you go under the sun and so on. Okay, let me turn this one. How to turn this? Page orientation, page manipulation, rotate to the clockwise from page clockwise. Oi! What is this? 等下跳过来这边了。那个是什么面啊？280。Yeah. So we already look at let's look at the summary, okay, the summary that we have learned so far. Okay, we already discovered the space exploration starting from Ptolemy, where the sun and planet revolve in a circular orbit. Okay, in the circular, Earth is the center of the solar system. Then after that we have the Copernicus. Sun is at the center, not the Earth, because the Earth actually revolves around the sun. And take note that time also no computer, they are very smart people. Then Kepler said, hey, no, it's not circle, it is like a egg oval. And I'm amazed lah, like how you know you don't even have a computer and what, you only got paper, pen and telescope, and you can know all these things. I'm like very 厉害 very powerful, very clever. And also the molecule of the proton also is wrong. Some people say it's not like that. It's also new discovery of science. Development, technology and application in space. So we use rocket, okay, to